forward, and that'll be duck, and the ball's given away to Todd Bonsaler and dives at the line. A referee, Kim Skelly, Johnny on the spot, says touched. Maliaros gives it away to Duck, and Duck tries to take him on, and Western Suburbs with only 10 players this weekend have been quite impressive in the early games, David.
Yeah, they've been good from what I can see, and a lot of it does hang around young JP Catalano, and there's a couple of other young boys that have played really good this weekend. It'll be interesting to see. Last game of the day, see how the first couple of days are really offending with these boys, and here we go, Catalano.
Picks it up in the space, Elbertar passes out, and Santos with the try in the corner. Outstanding play on the back of a very good strike dump, and Catalano is in commentary with speaking of the young Jason Stanton earlier this morning, and we were talking about Catalano very quiet in the first half. He didn't have much of an impact, but there he is, the first opportunity. The West side rolls down the field and they capitalise straight away.
It was a very good defensive set, but then the flow they had on the back end of that set was really good, and that's what counted. They just got the St. George rolling, and that's what counted for that try.
You can probably hear the wind in the sound effects mics here. It's really starting to pick up. And the Dragons will go forward for the line. They look for the link quickie. There's still an opportunity there, and the ball's thrown, and he's almost ended up in the car park, the young fella. And take a slight break in between there, David, to enjoy your Bukanola snowballs. Thanks to Joel Begnell and the team down there for looking after us.
Yeah, it's been good, mate. We caught a quick one on the way up, and we called into the little store they got there. A nice little new business they got happening, and yeah, it was great. Bit of a refreshment for us before the big pack up, Nathan.
Yeah, big thank you to Joel and to the team there. Did an outstanding job, and Wes McMahon, and they've gone back too far, the Dragons. And 2-0, and the West Magpies asserting some dominance here in the last game of the day.
Yeah, the flow's really good, but I think they're just St. George, they just lost where the line was, and as soon as you roll back a metre or half a metre past that line these days, people are diving at the line and trying to score at the line rather than over the line, and we can just see nice easy try there, but the flow from the West team here, it's clinical at the moment. I think St. George really need to work hard in the middle ruck defence. Try and win that middle third.
As they'll get a chance to attack here, the Dragons, and the ball goes through, and the referee Wakes called him offside. I think it was Amadeo there. He's off the line. And referee Ryan Wake awards a try, and the Dragons hit back.
Yeah, and there we have it again, just caught on the line. We've seen it all weekend. 2 feet caught on the line, people diving out low, getting underneath them, and most of the time 50-50 percentage will go to the attacking team.
As the Magpies start us off, and that'll be Elbertar taking the ball forward and gets up near the 10, and with Sarkis there, and he'll switch it up, and there's Catalano. Well and truly in the game, and Sarkis picks it up and gives it away to Elbertar, and Elbertar plays it. Sarkis picks it up, and the knockdown there by Maliaros. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Team St. George, and the coaching staff down there of Terence Kwok trying to get them up, and a long pass, and the wingers back here. He may as well have been up here having a snowball with us, Stoney.
He was a little bit off his mark there. He didn't really pay attention to what play was happening, but that play was on just a open side quickie, and he stepped back, went to bomb long to the winger, and that's something he could go to later on in the game.
Some speed on the sweep here, and they get up over halfway. That's Hagiwara with the ball, and he gives the ball over the top to Casa, and Casa gives it back to Hagiwara. His brother Tyler playing in the men's opens for Bankstown, and they missed the opportunity there to capitalise on some good flow, as you were speaking about. You want to elaborate on that a little bit more, Jace?
Yeah, so just with the flow, it's just the momentum that a team's attacking in. Obviously, 95% of people can run faster forwards than what another team can backwards, and that's the idea, is trying to get the team rolling. And once you get a team rolling and they get out of their shape, you bend them out of shape, That's where you see a lot of tries scored at the end of a set of 6. And here we have another set here for the West Magpies. It'll be interesting to see what they construct.
And a 2-1 lead here. And the Dragons showing some stubborn resistance at the moment. And play the ball there through Sajoski, and McMahon with the ball, and he plays it, gets the ball back and steps off the left, gives short, and there's some good defence there by Patrick
Nice tight defence there by the St George.
Well, they play it back, and he gets the counties play, which is the pass in. The wingers on the money
That
this
back's on.
time. It's a good touch.
Okay, that is a good touch.
It's a very good touch. I think it's Bulmer out there.
Oh, no,
Daniel.
he's called the try. Called the touch and then called the try, so that's an interesting one.
Yes, well, we'll let you be the judge at home on that one. I think referee Skelly was calling touch, but referee Mason Caldwell's
overruled
him.
The set of referees overruled, so
back to halfway we go. As they take the ball forward here, we might end up at Canberra here at this
the wind's
rate.
picked up.
Pity
it's not snowing west of us, Nathan, because geez, it'll cool it down.
We could chuck our cup out the window and get a little bit more of the snowballs. But St George on the attack there, and ball's thrown away, and that's a good chop of the arm there from Parrott, and it doesn't stop West momentum here. They'll get through the box, and last game of the day, Stoney, before we head into...
That's over the mark. Oh.
The last round.
What do we get? No, offside. Okay, so the first infringement was offside. I thought it was over the mark, but the referees awarded an offside player.
We have the last round for the 18th boys tomorrow morning, and I'll go forward here, and that's Catalano in the 23. Stepped off the right, and he dives. Catalano's dangerous. Ada's up dancing again.
Yes,
settle down, Ada. Settle down.
Mum's doing a dance in the grandstands. Have a look at her here. Oh, she's even got the slide dive happening, Nathan. I think we might get it out on the main field later on and see if she can do it like a son.
On the Western Suburbs side, they're settling into cruise control here at 4-1 with still a bit of timing. A little pop play from the Dragons, and that's almost ended up in the front row.
Once again, winger just a little bit behind their mark there, and could have had the overlap, but he just wasn't sort of paying attention. But once again, they're creating chances, Nathan. They're just not capitalising.
Good pressure there from the Dragons here in defence, and good little recycle back for
good run down the sideline there by Catalano.
20 metres had, and they'll take it forward here, and the ball's tossed under from McMahon, and they'll play it, and there's Sarkis. McMahon will get this ball back, and McMahon, he's the yang to Catalano's a yin, that's for sure. They work as a nice little duo.
Yes, they do, Nathan, and this is good here by the St George, working off the line for touch 1. They've made good ground. Touch 2. This is much better by the St George Dragon. They need to keep this flow on the back end of this set. But here we can see the West really pushing up on touch 4 to try and stop the momentum.
And McMahon makes it on the last, and the ball's picked up, and a little toss away, and ball's still live. Hagiwara caught with the ball.
Just a little bit flat there on that last strike dump play. Like to see him maybe a little bit more deeper. And they could just use the ball through the hands then, and they had the overlap, but St. George, West were coming in hard there.
As Elbatar now gets the ball into this attacking zone, and you've got Catalano coming on the field with Zaffi, and they run the pop play, very similar to what we saw up the other end from the Dragons, and Catalano dancing now, and the ball's played. They look for the touch, they pull out. I was going to say, I thought they were doing well stalling, and I think referee Skelly's got the link for not moving forward. So
yes, I think that's right, Nathan. Be interesting to see what set play, whether they're just going to try a play here for later on in the tournament, or whether they've just got to go to what they've scored off already.
go for the line. Catalano, he's quick. It's opened up. Here it is, like a can of sardines, and they're over again.
That was well done by the 22 to leave his winger. Catalano just a simple scoop through using his pace, and the 22 done really well to get away from his winger defender there. Just a simple try, a little bit too easy there by the West Magpies.
And the Dragons will tap it off again. Heading left to right on your screen, there's another turnover.
Here we have the West driving the ball through the middle. Dishes the ball off, they've got fresh legs coming on here. Interested to see if they go to the bounce out play again. No, they're not, they're just going to go through the middle and back towards their box. Once again, touch 5, scoops through the 33, looks for open side winger again, and the 22's in. He scored 2 in 30 seconds, Nathan. And there is the halftime bell, and West Magpies, they go to a 6-1 lead at halftime over the St George Saints.
We'll take a short break and be back in just a couple of minutes. We're back here for the second half, and both sides not necessarily in a hurry. In 30-odd degrees, you probably wouldn't be that keen to get out there at 6-1 at half-time either.
Yeah, I'd say the boys have had enough. They're wanting to get home, maybe do their ice baths or their nice cool showers, do a little bit of a recovery, get some fluids into them. I dare say West's are preparing for tomorrow for the big dances. I'm not too sure where the Saints are at on the ladder, but yeah, I'm sure the boys are keen to get home after this one.
I think there is a round game tomorrow for one of the pools for the 18s boys. That'll be first thing in the morning. We'll start the round of 16s. And finals day for the 2023 Southern Conference. Be brought to you live on the New South Wales Touch live stream as McMahon, like he was at the Year 12 formal there, dancing up a storm. And the Dragons have come out with some intensity as they take it up near halfway. And that's Maliaros there. He gets shoved. A little helping hand from Amadeo. As I'll go forward with this, a chance to attack, and the ball comes under, and Todd Bonsaler now, and a bit of luck there over Duck's shoulder, and throw it out to that far side, and they can't hold onto it.
Yeah, they're really trying to set up for that middle play. I'd rather just see them just run through and get a scoop through, Nathan. Just play simple, play basics, and even just scoop through and run over the line. Just to slow the momentum of the West team down.
I saw yesterday, I was up here in commentary when West played Cronulla, and the only time Cronulla looked to threaten the opposition was Western Suburbs was when they were on the run.
Yep.
The lateral movements weren't really working for them.
And like we said, they're short on numbers, so when a team's short on numbers, you've got to run them out of their legs. Try and get in a grind and try and beat them in that last 1 or 2 minutes of the game.
Down the forced sub made there. And Catalano's on the field, and he'll just be looking to continue to nail the coffin of the Dragons here. And that's Sarkis with the ball play. There's Elbatar stepping. He's got play on. Referee Skelly. And continue to attack here, the Magpies.
Yeah, it'll be a right to left play here. That's be 6 to go. Catalano right to left. That's one of his plays.
Mitchell Langley on that far side, holding onto it. We could very, very much end up at Canberra here at this rate. And there's the ball stepping in the big dive, and it's a good touch.
Yeah.
Zeeden Wilson.
Yeah, good tight defence there by Wilson. I'd like to see that same play again, but give back to Catalano. The link was a little bit lazy there, covering on the inside. They're gone away from it, but
that's a good touch there. Bulmer on the wing.
yeah, they conditioned the defence well, and they got him inside, and they worked over the two middles. The next person they need to work over there was the link, Nathan.
As they play the ball, Catalano picks up, fires a long ball out. There's a big turn and chase. He
Oh,
dives.
he's done well
I think
there.
he's missed him.
No, he's
Daniel Bulmer, he's been having a good game, and he just slid under him there. It's a hat trick, a cheeky hat trick for Tommy Stajowski.
Yeah, it's when you add the times together, it's probably a hat trick in maybe 2-3 minutes, Nathan. It was really quick timing there, so well done to the young man. But Catalano going from left to right there, not renowned for it, more a right to left man, but he's got the bag of tricks, the young fella. Here we have St George rocking the ball up. They're wasting too many touches here. They need to get up towards the 7 quicker. I believe this could be touch 5 coming, or touch 4.
Now the
Touch
link
5.
quickie, Todd Bonsalo gets the quickie, and he goes and he earns a penalty for his side. And I'll tap the ball. Toby Parrott with the ball, and Hagiwara coming out. No touches called, and he goes for the line. The big dive.
I think the 2 was onside there, Nathan.
Referees here having a
West.
conversation there, and they're calling the sub off, and Hagiwara will have a crack. Noah Hagiwara, and they're going to kill play. They've got to get a bit of space here as they go forward. And there's a play of the ball. Hagiwara wants it back, and there's
good play.
space.
Oh,
Whoa, would he go long?
away.
Interception. Oh, the foot race is on. Oh, look at this play. He's absolutely flying.
This is was absolutely
Patrick
humming.
Oh,
Wow.
he should be in the golden slipper. Absolutely flying, Patrick
The store gift, Nathan. The store gift.
We're not too far from the airport. If he runs that quickly, he could have taken off Patrick A look, and a long pass out over the top, the bat on Catalano
and
for the line.
The second effort. I think the ball's down, but just a second effort after that chase down. He done well. He almost got him there, but he might be one to watch for one of the fastest kids here I've seen this weekend.
Oh, that's up there for me with one of the highlights of the day. That was some serious speed on the intercept, and they could have gone short on that play, the Dragons, and in the end it's a 2-point turnaround up the other end of the field, and Catalano, if he's not setting him up, he's scoring him. He's definitely going to be a key to the West tirade on the competition tomorrow, David.
Yeah, he will be a young man that come into the New South Wales under-20 State of Origin team and got some experience through that team, but he can really show he's showing his experience here today at the younger age in the under-18s, and he also in the the Australian squad for the under-18s boys as well, so very experienced for a young man. Here we have West playing direct here this set, just rucking the ball straight through the middle, trying to hurt and punish the Saints defenders.
They get up over the halfway line and they drive in now with some speed. McMahon at half. He picks it up and the ball's just given away. And Todd Bonso. This could be the battle of the brothers, actually. I can't believe it's taken me this long to realise. Number 4 for Western Suburbs, Key and Todd Bonsaler. And Riley in the jersey 47. There could be the family in front of us here trying to get a snap of the boys playing against each other. And
if it is, this is Dad's with a dog.
It is.
And it's
Yes,
is
we're
this
getting
Dad with the
from in
dog
front.
shirt on? So we've got a real combination. We've got a West, we've got a Saints, and we've got a Doggies.
There's an absolute plethora of clubs, and see another try, and that's Keane gets under the youngster in defence.
Oh, we've got Mum waving our hand down here in the front. That's not Dad, okay.
That's not.
Uncle. We've got some confirmation there. We mixed up the family. We do apologise.
As they tap off the Dragons with an opportunity to hit back. It's 9-1 here, and the Dragons, it hasn't all been doom and gloom. They've put in a very good effort this weekend so far, and I'll go the bump and run play and a long pass out to, and they'll keep attacking at the line there, and there's Langley playing the ball and the ball long pass, and not enough wheat picks this morning from the young fella. And
yeah, good defence there by Albertari. Didn't worry about where the ball was. He just went straight direct to his winger. Didn't worry about if the ball was going to hit him in the back of the head. That's all. It's not 6 to go if it does that. And once again, we can see it's a real West trait. Going straight through the middle of the field here. We see it in their opens level. Now they're doing it in these under-18s boys.
And they start the recycle back, and Sarkis now, he's dancing and looking to pass it off, and they'll go forward, and you've got Bashara at dummy half. He tips under here, and Catalano, he's full of running. Oh, he tried to bump out, move out laterally to tip of the strike dump. The Catalano off the right. Oh, the magic step. That was Kalen Ponga like that step. As the Dragons take it up, it's some good driving, and you get up near halfway where it gets a little bit physical, and I like to point out the zinc moustache.
That's fair enough.
Toby Parrott. It's an impressive feat. We can see it from up here. The zinc moustache. It's very. Well, the penalty for the hard touch, as you said, it's fair enough. And the Dragons through Kai Duck will move forward, and there's Parrott with the mow, and he'll look to go with the flow and get the Dragons another try, and they'll pass it out, they give it back, and there's Bonsaler with the ball, and go for the line, and no good on that occasion. They'll bring it out, and Hagiwara and Duck here on the left-hand side, and they'll go the sweep play through Parrott. They get the ball up, he looks to step out, and there's some good defence there. It was Jaden Abdullah.
Yeah, pushing up off the line, making that 2 steps, making himself big, and yeah, it was good defence there by the young man.
And they'll go to the box here, and Catalano gets there, and there's good work there from Abdullah, and there's Todd Bonsaler, and he looks and stands and runs away from Hagiwara. And
they're very tall boys, aren't they, the two brothers there?
Yeah, height.
They're both big boys.
Height is definitely not an issue for the two lads, and as the wind starts to...
It's blowing up here. It's
blowing absolute Chris Gale up here.
Yeah, the sun's still a bit stinging the old calves and the back of the legs.
Yeah, the baby giraffes are absolutely copying at the moment, but they'll go forward. There's Duck, and they'll win the penalty, the Dragons. What do they got with 38 on the clock?
I want to see if the brothers match up here and see if he's got a weakness.
Well, you'd like to take him on. I think he's trying to call him out, but there it is. A play back for Duck, and he goes short, and it just wasn't the play. They had touches there. They didn't need to push the pass. As what will the Magpies do with 15 seconds? You'd be trying to save legs, I would hope. And McMahon, he's a meter eater. He gets up over halfway, and they look to take off, and
they want another one.
There's almost a high tackle there. They tap it. McMahon, what do they got in the last play? McMahon looks and dances. They dish back, and the play's off. Let it go, Ryan Wake. And there's Albatari, flicks it out the back, and that'll be all she wrote for the day. Thanks very much for your time, Stoney, and no love lost between the brothers. It's been a good afternoon, a good day of touch football, and we'll join you back here tomorrow morning, 7 a.m.
Yeah, nice early start again, Nathan. The announcements will be made at 7 a.m. Try and get the early start, beat the heat. Let's get the big games on, the big dances.
Until tomorrow, it's goodbye for now.